Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode. My name is Wooden Potatoes, and we are resting here on the 6th floor, healing ourselves up because we still cannot get to a save crystal. Don't know why I'm talking like this. Look at how long Arachnia takes to get her energy back. Alright, give me a second here, guys. Okay, right, hello everybody, seriously though, hello. Welcome to another episode. We're going to be continuing with Trapped. There's some more bolts here. So there's 11. I don't know where we lost it. We grabbed one back and then lost it straight away again. That's not very good, is it? So the way this floor works is we got the save crystal there, which is kind of our main goal right now. And we need what are called round keys. It's a round keyhole, but yeah, they're called round keys. And there's also a little area here which we can do to get our first round key. This happened to be the last one I got before, but this is going to be the first we get this time. So because I just kind of ignored this room with the crabs. What we can do is stand in this teleporter and don't freak yourself out while you're doing this because it's very easy to get disoriented. What it's going to do is just put you in these tiny little rooms and keep rotating you through teleporters. Now there's 4 rooms. One with a weird face thing and a button in that room on the left wall in there. Don't press the button. All that does is make the face spit out one of those poison clouds we can cast at you, and as you're rotating through this you're going to start taking damage. It's like it becomes like a gas chamber and you can't get rid of it. So ignore the room with the face. There's also a room with like a blank wall. One of those rooms with a blank wall is where we came from, and another one is a new area too. And then we finally got this door, so let's open the door. And what monsters will lie behind? A snail. So if you're an earth mage like me, cast your poison shield field down there, just like that, and what you can do is basically dot him out while you're still teleporting around. Try and do that. If it doesn't kill him in one, then just hit him a couple of times. These are actually really tanky snails, and they do seem to have got a little bit stronger since the original ones we fought. There you go, now he's dead. So and what you'll find in that room is, so we'll wait for the snail. As I say, don't turn on the spot and face other walls because you'll just get really confused and there's no point to do it. So just remember which wall it is before the door and then run through. Or don't run through and then hit your head and then try again. There we go. So you can go to where the snail was. And if you're feeling a bit queasy and sick, don't worry, we're about to be finished with this. Press that lever now, and then re-enter the teleporter the same way you did before. So what that did actually is, after the room with the face, if we walk backwards, this is where we originally got in the chamber, right? Now, if we start teleporting through again, there's another room where we're just looking at a blank wall. So if you press back on that one, you're going to face another crab thing where you can't hide from it and you can't do anything to keep yourself safe. So do your very best to kill him ASAP. But you're actually going to come up to the end of this little chamber section. So take him out. There you go. See, not that bad. I actually think there's a second one in here, maybe? Cocking my head in real life to see? No, there's not. Okay, so, but we do get a round key. So yeah, that's our first round key, and that's actually going to let us get to the save crystal. Don't know why I'm doing a weird accent. So we're going to go and save, and then we're basically, our goal, oh, wrong door. Our goal from now on is to get some more keys. But actually, I think we should have a pretty good view of what's going on in here once we open it up. We're going to do that. Yeah, okay, so we need another key before we can go forward. That's actually going to let us into a corridor, though. And then we need a couple more keys. There's actually 4 keys on the level, but you only need 3 to finish the floor. And something I wanted to say last episode is the nature of this floor is that... Oh, I always pick up the wrong one. And I'm burping here because I had an omelette for breakfast, which was delicious. Wow, where did you come from? What? Seriously, where did you come from? That's really scary. Oh, or is it because I've gone and opened that up that now it's causing stuff to respawn? That could be why the guide recommended I don't do that at the start. That could be why. What was I going to say? Yes, the nature of this floor is such that you can complete it very quickly. We've already got 1 of the 3 round keys required. But there's tons of secrets on this floor. There's so many secrets, and they're all so complicated, and we've got so much going on with them, and it's just ridiculous the amount of secrets that there are on this floor. You know, I don't know if you guys ever kind of get this feeling, and this is total, you know, armchair speculation from me here, but it always feels to me with a lot of games, like where they're in levels and stuff like this one is, the devs sometimes, like, they don't necessarily design them linearly, and you can always tell when, like, one of the first floors the dev designs is, like, really late in the game, because suddenly it seems to be so much more ram-packed with content than elsewhere in the game. Do you guys ever feel like that? Like, I sometimes see stuff in games, and this would be Legend of Grimrock's equivalent, certainly, because we've already had all this kind of weird business going on over here, which we're done with, but we're going to find just so many secrets and stuff going forward that you don't have to do, and it's just so well hidden and so innovatively hidden as well. Or maybe not, that's probably not the right word, but, you know, just done in interesting ways that it feels like this must have been one of the earlier things they did when they still had lots of creative energies. But again, that's just armchair. Alright, so we've got a place here called the Haunted Halls, and we've got a place here called the Wooden Door. We're not going to go in the Wooden Door just yet, we're going to go in the Haunted Halls, which sounds nice and scary, doesn't it, guys? So, and in an attempt not to give away what's happening, or is going to happen, how's everybody been doing today? Have you been having a good one? I've actually had a fantastic day. I've not been up that long, but I completed... I'll tell you the truth, it feels like an eternity since I was last recording Grimrock. Oh, hello. It feels like an eternity since I was last recording Grimrock, because I've been playing Tomb Raider, the new Tomb Raider that came out, the 3rd generation. And you might, or you might not know, I LP'd the previous generation of Tomb Raider games on the channel, and I'm like a massive fan of the original generation of Tomb Raider games as well. They were like some of the games I grew up with. Got pressure plate here, very weird. If we stand on this pressure plate, I'll actually show you guys. It actually opens a door all the way over here, but we can't get through it in time. And yes, there's some enemies over there, which we'll have to figure out how to deal with. But before we do all of that, I'm actually going to get... And also that pressure plate, you can't put items on because they're not heavy enough. So you have to think of another way of getting through to that door. It's got to have the weight of, like, someone on it. Trying to be vague there about what that something could be, and I'm totally giving it away. Anyway, I just distracted myself like 3 times. Yeah, it feels like it's been a long time since I've played Grimrock, because I've been playing the new Tomb Raider, and I just finished it this morning, 100% on my first playthrough. Yes, like to boast. No, it took me a long time. It took me about 20 hours to complete, maybe a little bit more, but I got absolutely everything I could. And the game is fantastic. I was a little bit meh about it. I didn't think it would be that good, really. I knew I wanted to buy it when it came out, but you know, I'm a fan of the previous generation of Tomb Raider stuff came out, but not ridiculously so. And I couldn't really see that the new Tomb Raider was going to do anything that incredible. It looked very linear, very scripted. I was imagining it to be a very short game again, because it's still Crystal Dynamics making it, even though it's another new generation. So, oh my god, I really need to find one of these. There's one of them. There's one of them. So there's one secret, which just opens a door somewhere, this door over here, which we can go and get. Yeah, so I wasn't that excited about it, honestly. But it took me a significant amount of time to play. It wasn't linear at all. Sections of it are linear. There's a lot of kind of so-called turret sections, you know, as you'd be familiar with if you were playing in FPS, but my god. A lot of the rest of the game is very open. There's tons of extra stuff you can do, essentially side quests that you can participate in. Here we get an amulet, by the way, in this secret, which is called the Frostbite Necklace. I really like the flavor text on this. It's called, "This necklace, made out of ice lizard teeth, freezes everything it lays on, but feels warm to touch." So I really like the idea of that, like what it's touching freezes, but when you're touching it, you don't freeze. Very cool. So anyway, we get another amulet there, though, which we can grab for ourselves. And there is another secret for us to grab in here, too, which we'll deal with. We'll start looking around. But yeah, the game... I don't want to rant about it too much, because obviously this is Grimrock. The game is really good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. The plot is a bit... I don't know. The plot itself, like the mythos and the way a lot of the secrets and stuff and extra pickups you can find in the game are basically finding extra documents and bits of information. You guys will have noticed by now that these things are continuously respawning, like they never stop respawning. Is that a hint, perhaps, on how we will continue? This is the entrance to the Haunted Halls. I will find the other switch in a second. Yeah, a lot of the pickups and stuff you find in the game are like notes and journals and stuff from previous people that have been to the island the game is set on. And it's fantastic. It really brings this really deep kind of extra connection you get to the island. And even better than that, where the hell is this switch? Even better than that, there's these things called GPS caches, which are like the most boring ass things in the whole game, like to get, like seriously boring, and you just would not think that's just the secret we've already got. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're just gonna complete it. So here's the pressure pad, guys. What we need to do is stand on the pressure pad first and let him attack us. Now, by standing on this for a while, we're opening the door at the far side of the room. Now, we're going to back up. He's going to follow us, and he's actually going to stand on the pad and open it briefly for a second to allow us to get through and to fight these guys. We are, of course, locked in now, though, because the AI has made that other skeleton move off. But that's how you progress through this room. And we're going to kill the sons of bitches that are in here. Now, the guide I was reading, I'm slowly beginning to learn that the guide I'm reading is probably not that good at the game. I don't want to say that. I don't want to, insult something that someone's put a lot of effort into, because, it takes a lot to write, like, full guides out. But this guy was like, oh, you have to use a frost bomb to do this. Like, you have to freeze a skeleton on that switch, on the pressure pad. But you don't, of course, at all. In fact, I was a little bit annoyed because I hadn't done that yet. Sorry, because I'd already used my frost bomb, which I've currently still got. And it really irritated me because I thought, oh, well, damn it. Now, obviously, how am I supposed to get through? But I tried that and it worked. So you don't need to freeze anyone whatsoever. Anyway, we've leveled up. I'm going to give the extra points to... What did I want to put them on? I think I wanted to put one on fire magic. Did I want to do that? I think I... No, I don't think I do. Yeah, I do. We're going to put 1 point onto fire magic, and we're going to put the rest into earth. Now, that might seem really bizarre. Why am I putting another point into fire magic? It's not enough to get me anywhere extra. What is the situation here? Well, I'll show you. We put 1 point in. Oh, no, have I still messed up? Oh, we'll see anyway. And the rest have gone into earth, which is fine by me. And now we've got our round key. So there's a second round key. Voila. And we're done. We can open this up, and we can leave this area. But there is another secret. Which I need to find. So actually, instead of rambling about Tomb Raider the whole time, I'm actually just going to cut it until I find it, guys. So I'll see you in a second. Was that it? Maybe? Yes, that was it. Okay, so you can see the haunted halls are already kind of swarming with enemies. Obviously, this is like one of those areas where they're constantly respawning, so you can't kill them and screw yourself out of actually being able to complete it. But yeah, they just seem to go up and up and up and up. And now we're being attacked from both sides. That's not good. Liz and Arachnia are really weak, so right now we're being pummeled from both sides, which is just not great. But yeah, as I was saying, the last thing I really want to add about Tomb Raider was you get all these different pickups, right, as you're going through, like these secrets. Come on, finish them off. There we go. You get all these secrets, and now we're just going to leave. There's no reason to fight anyone else in there, so we're done. And one of them you get are these GPS caches, which are just like the most boring secrets in the world. They're really hard to find. They don't really give you any immediate rewards, which sucks. But actually, once we're just going to get another 5 into missile weapons here. So we'll get volley very soon. And here we're also going to go 4 into assassination. Basically, it's a question. Can you see how she spent over 3 skills while everyone else has only got 2? That's a bit of a problem with Natalie, but she should be okay. We're going into assassination for the reasons I described before. And now we're going to go through the brown door. Yeah, you get these GPS caches. And they're really boring, but there's loads of them. It feels a lot like finding needles in haystacks, honestly, doing them. But eventually, once you've got all of the GPS caches in this game, right, all these just tiny pickups that are all over the place, a bit like flags or whatever from Assassin's Creed. Once you've got them all, it like gives you this incredible like little bit of information that just seems to hint at all these amazing things that will come like in the game, in any games that were to follow. They have mentioned, this is like the new Tomb Raider is basically just kind of an origin story, and that they've not ruled out there could be other games that come out within this generation. I think most people would expect that, and it's fantastic. The little ties that they put in there is one of those games where the story at face value is okay. It's a bit meh, and frankly, a lot of the kind of emotional bits are really awfully done in the game. They're really not that good. But if you look at all these little extra bits, you can piece together like this fascinating story about this island, and it's so good. It's so good, guys. Anyway, you'll see we get lots of snail here. I've been putting my food onto the wrong people. This is sort of like a food room, actually. Snails will, from now on this floor, and I believe in floors going forward, kind of, how I mentioned before that enemies don't respawn necessarily? Well, they do now. And in fact, that room there, snails will always respawn. And snails are fantastic because they're easy to kill. kill, and you always get snail meat off of them, which will help you immensely with any hunger issues. I really talked a lot about hunger issues early on in this LP. I don't think it's much of a problem, because honestly, if you know about the game anyway, you know, there's so many places where you can get food. I'm kind of swimming in food at the moment, and I think that will continue to happen. And if you are at the situation you don't have much food, then that snail room is just awesome for you. But anyway, that snail room isn't all that's behind the brown door. We also have the Maze of Madness. I might be talking in that accent because of Tomb Raider. I'll just throw it out there because there's like a lot of Russian. Well, no, I don't sound Russian at all. I don't know, there's a lot of guys that sound like that. So, anyway. Right, okay, we've got the Maze of Madness. This really is, I don't know, this is another thing that I, for sure, would say, oh, this is trial and error, guys. But, you know, some of you might be like, oh, this is to do with computer engineering. How can't you see that? I don't know. It looks like trial and error to me. But it's a pretty frustrating maze if you don't know how to get through it. You just got lots of teleporters and you need to figure out how to do it. Well, this is what you do. First of all, you're going to come over here. There's a hidden switch on the wall. You're going to press that, and I'm not 100% sure what that does. I think it opens the door to what you're looking for. Now, from the entrance, like this, you're going to take a step to the right, and you're going to go into this little section here. And then from this little section, you're going to again look to the right, and you're going to go forward. And what this will do is put you into the middle of all of them. And you'll be facing that way, I think. And now you want to take a step back. No, you don't. Hold on. So you're going to go into the middle of the room, and you'll be facing the way you came in, right? And from the way you're facing when you first teleport there, press back. And now you'll be facing a wall, and you're actually in the far side of the room here. And when you're facing the wall, you're going to go right? Did I mess up there? I think I might have messed up in the middle again. No, from when you're facing the wall here, you're going to go left. There we go. You're going to go left, and now you're at the far side, and you can get the key, which is awesome. But there's also a secret. You can press a button next to the key, which disables a couple of teleporters. So if you again go back to the start by just randomly running into stuff. Oh my god, see, and then you can't get out. Oh, this is crazy. Come on, let me out. Am I out? I am out. Okay, now once you've pressed that last button at the far side, remember this original secret switch? If you look to the right now, it's just opened a clear shot for you down here, which again gives us another amulet, necklace. This is the Spirit Mirror Pendant. Very cool item, but also kind of a frustrating item if you don't know what you want to do with it. The memories of countless heroes long since dead have been captured in this shiny pendant. What we're going to do is swap that for the Frostbite Necklace. The reason why I'm giving it to Liz is because I desperately want Liz to get the double shot. I feel like that will seriously help my damage a lot, because it's never going to miss, and it's basically going to, as far as I'm aware, it will make me hit twice as hard as I currently am. So Liz can have it for now, and later, you know, if I feel like someone else is slacking behind, if putting that 1 point into fire magic does turn out to have been a stupid move later, then you know, I can swap it around as I see fit. But it's an interesting item. One of your characters gets an extra 25% experience. Very cool. So we're gonna go out, and I feel like dancing. No, I feel like I might be missing another secret. To tell you the truth, I played this floor like in the middle of marathoning Tomb Raider the other day, and I'm 100% sure I got everything on that original occasion, but I can't remember it all anymore. I really can't. I feel like there are 2 secrets to get in this room. We might come back. If I have started missing stuff, I'm sure you guys will let me know, and we can come back. So anyway, we've done that section, and we've got another round key. That should, in theory, let us leave the floor. In fact, wait, should it? Did we get 2 keys this episode? We did. And in fact, what I'm going to do is end the episode. That was the haunted halls, in case you were wondering. I'm going to end the episode back down at the save crystal, and I'm going to show you what happens when we put those keys in. Which should be down... No, not this way. I'm totally lost. I always get lost. This isn't good. So yeah, we're going to walk down there. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope this was an alright episode. As I said, I'm already still having a good day. I kind of want to talk about what's going on a little bit more. As well as playing Tomb Raider, I've also been watching a lot of LPs from people. Let's Plays that are like 2-3 years old of really old Tomb Raider games, and... man, I miss kind of really small LP channels with just people that are talking about what's going on in their life. Like, it's so fascinating, and I love how it just gets recorded forever. And I love the idea that in a couple of years, I or someone else could hear about, you know, how it's a really foggy morning right now, for example, to look out the window. I love stuff like that. It's really cool, and I kind of want to start recording a little bit more like that a bit more, you know, relaxed. Anyway, so we get to put these next 2 keys in, and that takes us to the end of the floor. So that's the next floor down there, but you can see here, guys, that we've got a round key here for the iron door, which is our next goal. And also, we have got a scary room. That's where I'm going to cut the episode.